Welcome to my channel briefing on Bravo. RHUGT alum Brandi Glanville is shocking followers and fans with a toothless mouth after a killer infection. She has already noted how she is and has been very sick, blaming the drama with Bravo for her downfall. So, what happened with her mouth, and can it be easily fixed? Keep reading for more details. Brandi Glanville shocks with toothless mouth. After Brandi Glanville made waves on Season 2 of RHUGT, she seemed to have fared well with the other former housewives. Therefore, she was cast in Season 4 where the group headed to Morocco. This was an exciting trip and brought back some alums who had not been on Bravo in quite some time. This included Alex McCord, RHONY, Gretchen Rossi, RHHOC, and Caroline Manzo, RHONJ. Unfortunately, Brandi allegedly went overboard and made Caroline uncomfortable to the point that she was accused of sexual assault. Both women left and Caroline eventually filed a lawsuit not against Brandi but Bravo. The year following filming that RHUGT was horrid for Brandi. Her health declined and she lost income due to the stigma that came with the accusations from Caroline. It was awful, and her face became incredibly deformed to the point she could not work or do her podcast. Initially, she was diagnosed with stress-induced edema, all from what had gone down on the trip. She just showed off an unrecognizable face, and now Brandi has lost teeth from all of the ongoing stress that does not appear to be dying down. She spoke with The Sun and broke down all of her health issues. Since her face swelled up so severely from the stress-induced edema, Brandi Glanville's teeth shifted. Sadly, 5 of her teeth were casualties. I'm not quite back to normal yet. People keep asking me if I've lost weight, and I haven't. I've actually gained weight, but I've lost teeth. I lost 5 teeth out of my head, so my face has been looking really thin. Brandi may have lost her health due to RHUGT, but she gained a great friend in Phaedra Parks, who spoke to her friend and dentist, Dr. RHUGT. My girlfriend Phaedra Parks, Real Housewives of Atlanta, was at the dentist, and she was just telling my story to her friend, the dentist, Dr. RHUGT. Dr. Ange just wanted to help. It's the holidays. She's giving me the gift of smiling again, and we're in the process, so I have 1 new tooth in the back, which I'm so excited about. A life-changing holiday. Phaedra Parks was a gift in what she did, and Dr. RHUGT did the rest. Now, Brandi Glanville will be able to do many of the things she used to enjoy. She can eat again and feels happy for the first time in 2 years, which is a huge deal. Ultimately, the stress-induced edema was a blessing, as she had an old bridge that became infected. Had it not been discovered when it did, things could have been far worse. Recently, Brandi spent around $70,000 trying to fight a parasite in her face, which she feels came from Bravo and RHUGT. She has been living off of her savings, but has hope that getting a new smile will drastically improve her life. Brandi has not wanted to socialize or take meetings, but that will all change. Plus, she is with a new therapist, so these are all positive steps to a prosperous life. Are you hopeful Brandi can regain what she once had? More so, do you blame Bravo for her downfall, or is this related to something completely different? Let us know in the comments below. Brandi Glanville's Toothless Shocker. A cautionary tale of reality TV's price. Brandi Glanville, a former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH, star known for her unapologetic and bold personality, is once again making headlines, but this time for a deeply personal and shocking reason. After an agonizing battle with a life-threatening infection, Brandi has revealed a new side of herself, a toothless smile, one that has left her fans and followers stunned. What started as a routine health scare has now morphed into a saga of physical and emotional transformation. As she bravely shares her story, the question on everyone's mind is, can Brandi Glanville ever regain the vibrant life and career she once had? The beginning of the downfall, RHUGT, and a storm of drama. Brandi Glanville's return to Bravo was meant to be a triumphant one. After her polarizing but unforgettable stint on RHUGT, Brandi made her comeback on Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip, RHUGT, in Season 2. This was supposed to be a lighthearted reunion of former Housewives stars from various franchises. But things quickly took a dark turn when Brandi found herself in a highly publicized altercation with Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, star Caroline Manzo. While the drama was expected in true housewife fashion, what followed was far more damaging than anyone anticipated. Brandi allegedly made Caroline uncomfortable during the filming of the show, which led to accusations of sexual misconduct. Both women left the trip early, and although Caroline did not press charges against Brandi, the fallout was severe. Caroline eventually filed a lawsuit not against Brandi herself, but against Bravo, the network that produced the show. This scandal marked the beginning of a tough year for Brandi. The accusations tainted her public image, and the stress from the controversy soon began to have an alarming effect on her physical health. Health crisis, the hidden cost of stress. The year after filming RHUGT was nothing short of a nightmare for Brandi. Not only did she suffer a decline in her health, but she also experienced significant financial setbacks as the stigma of the accusations caused her to lose work opportunities. Unable to record her podcast or appear publicly, Brandi became isolated and withdrawn. It was during this time that Brandi's physical appearance began to change dramatically. Her once vibrant face swelled up, and she was eventually diagnosed with stress-induced edema, a condition where fluid builds up in the body, causing painful swelling. The condition left Brandi nearly unrecognizable and unable to work, causing her even more distress. But the swelling was just the beginning. The prolonged stress weakened her body in ways she hadn't anticipated. The edema caused her teeth to shift, and tragically, Brandi lost 5 of her teeth. In a heartbreaking moment, she opened up to the sun, revealing the emotional toll it took on her. "I'm not quite back to normal yet. People keep asking me if I've lost weight, and I haven't. I've actually gained weight, but I've lost teeth. I lost 5 teeth out of my head, so my face has been looking really thin." Losing 5 teeth was a devastating blow for Brandi, who had built her public persona on her beauty and boldness. But perhaps even more difficult was the psychological toll of her altered appearance. She found herself unable to look in the mirror, let alone face the public or continue her work. The harsh reality of the situation was that, for a while, she wasn't sure if she would ever regain her health, her smile, or her sense of self. A silver lining, the gift of friendship and healing. Amid the darkness, Brandi was able to find a glimmer of light. Her friend Phaedra Parks, a former Real Housewives of Atlanta star, became her pillar of support. Phaedra, always quick to help a friend in need, overheard a conversation about Brandi's health struggles while visiting her dentist, Dr. RHUGT. After hearing about Brandi's condition, Dr. RHUGT offered to help. The holiday season, usually a time for celebration, became the backdrop for a life-changing gesture. Brandi was given the gift of a new smile. "I'm so excited," Brandi shared with gratitude. "I have 1 new tooth in the back. It's a huge step toward feeling like myself again." This gesture, though simple in words, meant the world to Brandi. It symbolized more than just the restoration of her physical appearance. It marked a turning point in her recovery. Slowly, she began to feel a sense of hope that she hadn't felt in over 2 years. She could eat again, smile again, and, most importantly, enjoy life again. The hidden blessing, health challenges that could have been worse. While Brandi's ordeal has been painful, there is a surprising silver lining to her health crisis. The stress-induced edema, which initially seemed like a curse, actually helped uncover a deeper issue, an old dental bridge that had become severely infected. Had it not been for the swelling that forced her to address her health, the infection might have gone undiagnosed, leading to potentially much worse consequences. In addition to battling the infection, Brandi has spent tens of thousands of dollars trying to fight what she believes was a parasite that invaded her face, an affliction she links to the stressful and toxic environment of RHUGT. "I spent around $70,000 trying to fight a parasite in my face," she revealed. "I feel like it came from Bravo and RHUGT. That environment was a breeding ground for all of this." Though living off her savings has been a struggle, Brandi now has a renewed sense of optimism. With the help of a new therapist and a slowly improving smile, she's cautiously optimistic about rebuilding her career and personal life. The bigger question, is Bravo to blame? Will Brandi ever reclaim the limelight? Can she rise above the shadows of her past and make a comeback? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, her story is far from over. Come back to Briefing on Bravo and see more news.